Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the award-winning writer Jane Casey with her fabulous new trophy. Jane, you must have family in. Jane, you're the winner of the Ireland AM Crime Novel of the Year, and you've been nominated a few times, so this must be extra sweet for you tonight to win this.
It's absolutely amazing. This is the 5th time that I've been nominated, and
that deserves a cheer.
And the other writers on the shortlist are amazing. So I was really not expecting to win at all, and I had that moment where they called my name out, and I stood up and I thought, no, they didn't say that.
After you'd stood up, which is never good to have that moment of doubt.
Hold on, maybe I'll sit down again.
I was just fixing my dress.
It's fine. Yeah. Oh, yay.
No, this award is all yours.
Wow.
Okay, well done. That's great. Now, you are from Dublin, but you're living in London. So what does it mean to be home and to get this acknowledgement here back at home?
It's so huge. It really is. Like, it makes such a difference to me to feel like people remember that I'm an Irish writer. I'm really proud of being part of the Irish crime writing scene, and it's so supportive. It's a lovely environment, but because I'm in London so much of the time, like, I kind of pop back and see people and disappear again. So it's lovely. It feels like a real kind of nod of recognition, and it's fantastic.
Well, we're delighted to have you home. We'll take all winners. Now, introduce us to your main woman, Maeve Kerrigan, because what's interesting about her is that she's an English policewoman, but she's got Irish parents.
Yes, I really wanted to write about that kind of... the two cultures to me are so different, and I think people don't realise how different they are, and to have somebody who's brought up basically as an Irish child but in England makes her a bit of an outsider. So her childhood is all Irish dancing and, you know, going on holidays to Galway and all the rest of it, but that's not kind of where she is or where she's working or anything like that. So yeah, it's always good to have an outsider as your main character, and she definitely is that. Now,
she's only 26, but she's tough. You've done a lot of things with her. Tell us a little bit about what happens to her in After the Fire. This is the 6th instalment for her,
It is the 6th, yeah. Kind of amazing that it is the 6th. I didn't really realise that.
She's still very young.
She's still
Stop damaging her.
And I'm so mean to her.
I know.
I am just horrible. Basically, After the Fire is about a big fire in a tower block, and a right-wing politician ends up dead. He shouldn't be there. No one knows why he's there. Did someone kill him? What happened? No one knows, except Maeve. She finds out. So, and she has a very complicated personal life, and it all sort of comes to a head in this book.
Now, I know in your speech you forgot to thank your husband.
I did.
Which is really bad for you, because he's kind of one of your main... I know. He's one of your main researchers and source of information, because he's a barrister.
He is.
So he's now gone from the payroll. But how has that relationship worked for you? Because I know research is very important to you, isn't it?
It's huge, because if you're writing about police procedurals, you have to have all the details right. Like, the books are all about the characters and what they say to one another and how they interact, but you have to back it up with knowing what actually happens in an investigation. And he's also a part-time policeman, so he does that as a voluntary thing. So he's perfect. Like, I couldn't have picked a better husband. But he's amazing, because he just knows everything from when somebody's arrested all the way through to appeals and everything else. So it's like being married to an encyclopedia of crime.
Was married to.
I was.
Now, tell us about your approach to writing then. How do you juggle all the demands of living in London, managing your career as an editor, and then your own creative writing?
Well, I've abandoned the career as an editor now because it just wasn't compatible. I have 2 small children, so I have a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. So I look after them during the day, and then I write my crime novels in the evenings, and it seems to work out okay. It's a bit jarring to go between the two sometimes, because obviously they're not very similar. And a few, like, nursery teachers have said, "Oh, I'll read your books," and I've gone, "Don't."
Don't read them to the children. That wouldn't be great.
It's fine. You don't have to read them, because you can see the look on their faces when they meet me the next time. You get this kind of look. I'm really a nice person.
I know. As people meet you and they think, "God, she seems so nice," and yet the books are deranged.
The dark imagination comes out.
Finally, for you then, what's next for you and what's next for Maeve?
So what's next for Maeve, for me, is the next Maeve book. I'm nearly finished it. So there will be another one. It's not coming out next year. It's going to be the year after. Okay. But she has got a promotion.
Great.
And she has got even more problems on her plate.
Will you leave her alone? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lovely Jane Casey.